Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we'll be reacting to Frogan being banned off Twitch due to some racial things that she's said. I'm not quite sure. Today we'll be watching TNN, the Terrorizer, and Nogla News. Personally, one of my favorite news channels. It's more of a mix of like memes. You don't really. I like it because you're not really going into something political. It's like you're just there to understand what's going on and be the middle ground. It's a middle ground news channel. Fantastic. They have a 1 hour episode on what happened to Wildcat, Hassan, Donald Trump in McDonald's, but today we'll be only focusing on Frogan. Let's give it a watch.
He's pretty upset, right? He's pretty mad. Okay, this is what
Okay.
he said. In reply to this, partner Twitch streamer Frogan proclaims that she hopes all American soldiers die or get PTSD. She truly is disgusting. Amazon runs Twitch, and Twitch frequently promotes her in ads. I already don't like her. She's just got
Best. Best Nogla opinion. Ah, that was a horrible Irish accent. Best.
I don't know, a bedazzled microphone. I think that's it. A butterfly bedazzled.
Okay. Right, let's just hear what she has to say first, because I'm not really sure what's going on. Let's give it a listen.
Mic. I think that's why I don't like her. Who the fuck does that?
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. Distress, thank you so much. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers.
I have no pity for soldiers. Thank you for the two gifted. Anyway, back to soldiers dying.
Getting paid $10 to shit on soldiers.
U.S. military? Who fucking who? I hope you get PTSD.
Takes a big scuff of food.
Stuff in our face, on our arse.
Oh my gosh. It's not even what she's saying that's bothering me. I couldn't breathe the same air as this person.
It's just that it's a her opinion on that you would like she doesn't like anybody in the army. It's not. It's, the thing about it is, right? She she looks like she's from a Muslim country or like a country with less freedom, I would say, or more biased against her gender. Now, she is privileged enough to be in the States where she has a lot more rights than what other countries have. Especially, she is wearing a hijab. I mean, I don't know if that's a hijab or if it's the Indonesian version, but it's still a little bit. It's a little bit messed up because one, she moved like it's either her family moved places so their daughter can have a better opportunity and have a more equal standing, and she's making fun of the soldiers who are protecting her rights, because if there wasn't any soldiers protecting her and her country, it's just she's just very privileged, and she doesn't know what she's talking about. Like, she has zero clue what she's talking about. She's just standing in a point of privilege and just saying whatever because of her own delusion. And it's just not right wishing for somebody to have PTSD, which is one of the worst things the soldiers can come home to mentally. It's either PTSD or they come home losing a limb, and it's not great. Like, they're putting their lives on the line to protect their country, and someone who's getting their freedom protected, especially they're not from the states ethnically, who comes from a world that's or comes from an area that doesn't treat her gender equally, and that just doesn't make sense. And she's just showing a huge huge sign of ungratefulness, I would say. Like she's very ungrateful for the privilege that she has, and like who the fuck does she think he is? Who does she think she is? Like you're eating food, you're like sitting on your ass just watching videos. There's like soldiers dying every day. Like you don't have to like what they're fighting for, but you have to respect them. Like you have to show them respect because they're not fighting for their country. I mean, they are fighting for their country, but they are also fighting for themselves. Some of them are mandatory. Like some of them, it's mandatory. I don't know.
You just like, I just fucking. I've never hated someone with such little information given to me. Don't know why.
Nogla best. That's actually a fair opinion. She just looks so annoying to hang out with. Like her face, the way she I don't know, just the way she sounds. I just don't like it. Best.
Why? What do you think, Brian?
I'm not gonna say I don't hate her. I don't
No,
know
no,
her,
no.
but
But
like,
I get the same feeling from opening up my bin when I should have thrown out the rubbish a few days ago. That's the same feeling I'm getting right now. You know,
Yeah.
that smell from like a really old bin. That's so hate is a bit of a strong word. It's more of just a kind of like a sensory allergy.
The ones the ones I'm like whatever about the U.S. soldiers.
Fuck me, I gotta edit this shit out.
Soldiers are the ones that like acknowledge that like what they did was wrong. They didn't know back then. Whatever. You're a good person in my book. I'm like a Tom. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted.
Talking about
What
soldiers
did
and
she say? What was
Well,
her
back- they
opinion?
did- about the U.S. soldiers are the ones that like acknowledge that like what they did was wrong. They didn't know back then. Whatever. You're a good person in my book. I'm like a Tom. Thank you.
So what she's saying is that after a while they matured and they regret what they've done, and you're a good person in her book. You're wrong, dude. You're just wrong. Like one, U.S. soldiers should be respected for the shit they're going through. And two, they don't deserve what you think they deserve. They're following orders and protecting their country. Protect and serve. If they don't exist, your ass is either gonna be deported or put in the front lines or whatever, and you're not gonna like it, and you're just gonna be crying like a baby if you were in the camp. It's just you're just standing on a point of privilege.
Thank you so much for the 10 gifted.
Talking about soldiers and PTSD. Oh my god, thank you for the 10 kept it. Yes.
the U.S. military that are like, yeah, like, you know, I did this back then, but now I know it's wrong. Like, I'm changed. Like, fuck imperialism. Fuck this. You don't deserve the PTSD. But like any other motherfucker, you're joining them. You're like, oh my god, I want my fucking Camaro, no student loans. Fuck you. I hope you get PTSD. And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America.
she lives in America.
I don't know why she does.
So you're living in a country. Now, look, this is me saying this, all right?
Yeah.
I hate seeing people going off into the military because I know some of them mightn't come home, and I just hate the fact that we live in a world where it's a necessity. But if
Best terrorizer, best opinion. But yeah, exactly. It's mandatory. Like, why you gotta be such an? Why? Like, why do you have to hate something that's so? Okay, let's just continue.
shit comes to America, she's gonna be quick wishing there is a military.
Yeah.
And she'll be the one quickly begging them to, you know, save me, take care of me.
Yeah.
Like, even I fucking know that.
Exactly. She is that type of person who's gonna talk shit, but when in times of need, she's gonna be the first one crying for help. That's just the type of person she is.
If Russia and China come over,
She's gonna need a lot of men with PTSD and depression to stand up and sacrifice their life so she can have pure tea leaf and get her nails done again.
exactly.
Just
I
give
was
me
gonna
a
say, so
break,
she can have her
like.
iced tea in her salad. Like, I don't.
Best It's true. It's fucking true though. Like, wow. Oh my god.
No, this is just privileged streamer.
I'll be honest with you, I understand some of the whole imperialism conversation with America. You also have to understand, like, America pretty much came in clutch for World War II. So that's why they basically became the powerhouse post World
Yeah.
War II, because of that. Capitalism and all that kind of really took off. So it's like, it's difficult to hate America the complete amount when America has contributed a lot to making the world a better place.
Yes.
But it also has contributed in other countries. Their world has been made worse by America. So it
Fair point. He nogla best. He made some fair points there. Like, America was a powerhouse in World War II, and they still continue dominating the war game because they do have a lot of military funding. A lot of military funding. But that also doesn't mean that America is only doing good. There are still those oil wars, and they're still fighting for land to have oil, and they're still in Afghan, and they're still being deployed for political power. Let's listen to the best. Fuck.
just think there needs to be a bit of a, just, simmer it down a bit.
An
Just
awareness.
simmer it down, lads. Simmer
yeah,
it down.
just be more aware.
Yeah, just
I think.
simmer it down a bit. It's not like those guys knew what they were getting into when they signed up. They don't know what the fuck's going on. We haven't even got to Nick and Mark. So Nick and Mark's,
One sec. Did you say Nick A. Merckx?
damn, that is a wild name. Imagine the two of them combined. They're the polar opposite. Nick A. Marks. Darn, this really goofs my gaffs. There's still so many of us in the streaming world that appreciate our veterans and those that serve this country. Thank you for our freedoms. We're grateful for.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, I don't know how many times I'm gonna say in this video. Point of privilege. But basically that's the clip of her that's going viral. That's the clip that got her banned off Twitch. Yeah, I mean, she deserves what's happening to her right now. Like, I'm not gonna say, oh, she doesn't deserve it. She 100% deserves what's happening to her. From that one clip alone, she's wishing harm on somebody else. She's wishing harm on the soldiers that's protecting her and giving her the freedom to do whatever the fuck she wants. Just because you live your day-to-day life not looking at the military, that doesn't mean that they're not. It's not a like. It's because they're gone. It's not gonna affect your life. That's what privilege is. And if she doesn't understand that, then that's on her. She needs to grow up and mature a bit and not just face a screen and thinking all your opinion is right, because that is delulu. Delulu. Alright guys, that's it for me. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Bye 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 bye. Bye.